We are more than a decade away from the last written book with the point of view of Harry Potter, and yet after this long, many readers want more about the universe. J.K. Rowling is still behind the series, but here are some story elements that would improve the canon, according to me. Replacing the 19 years later epilogue with a focus on the aftermath of the main plot would be perfect now. This revised narrative would talk about how characters are faring since Voldemort's downfall and explore the process of rebuilding wizarding society, perhaps envisioning a wizarding equivalent of the Nuremberg trials for figures like Umbridge and the Death Eaters would add depth and closure. Moreover, acknowledging the psychological toll of the war on the characters is crucial. Harry, Hermione, and Ron, among others, would likely suffer from PTSD given their harrowing experiences. Exploring their healing arcs and addressing their traumas authentically would contribute to a richer and more nuanced storyline. Transitioning from Dumbledore's office to the distant epilogue felt abrupt, leaving much unexplored terrain. In line with this, crafting stories that delve into the characters' post-war lives, such as Hermione's last year at Hogwarts, could provide insights into their struggles and growth. This narrative could feature darker themes of trauma while offering themes of hope and recovery as the characters navigate their paths. By focusing on their careers, relationships, and personal development, the narrative could offer a more satisfying exploration of their lives beyond the battles they fought. One potential reworked storyline could involve Hagrid being given a second chance to finish school and have his wand reinstated. Building on this idea, there could have been a subplot for the third book where Hagrid helps an old professor, leading to suspicions from the trio that he's hiding something sinister. However, they later discover he's attending evening classes, highlighting the theme of late education for illiterate individuals and promoting understanding and support. Hagrid's innocence being declared at the end of the Chamber of Secrets can question whether he regained his wand rights. We know that Hagrid was never given the opportunity to return as a student, and in later books he is mentioned to still be hiding his spells. This is the archaic nature of the magical world's education system compared to the Muggle world. In the Muggle world, someone wrongly charged might not only be given a chance to finish their education, but also receive compensation from the state. However, we don't know the details of Hagrid's expulsion, whether it was related to the Chamber of Secrets or having an acromantula in the school. In part of our world, it would be illegal of sending someone to Azkaban without proper conviction, and the potential for Hagrid to sue the state for wrongful imprisonment is what it should have been. By the way, Harry and Ron didn't finish school, but still became auras based on their achievements. The importance of finishing school for certain magical professions can be debated, with examples like Fred and George dropping out to open their store during the series. To enhance the canon of Harry Potter and address the issue of Slytherin characters being stereotypically portrayed as evil light, incorporating more nuance and positive interactions with members from other houses is crucial. One approach involves integrating Slytherins into the DA, showcasing their camaraderie with characters from different houses. By having Slytherins stand up against Malfoy, defend Hagrid, and assist in pivotal moments, the narrative can break away from the stereotype. We can introduce at least one Slytherin character who interacts positively with the main cast, similar to Slughorn. This character could play a significant role, showcasing Slytherin traits without conforming to the negative stereotypes. Additionally, having a Slytherin student actively help the crew, akin to Fred and George, can add diversity to the character dynamics. Slytherin House should be portrayed with more variety, featuring individuals with control issues, neurotic tendencies, perfectionism, earnestness, and self-criticism. This multifaceted approach challenges the one-dimensional perception of Slytherin as exclusively the evil house and adds depth to the characters within it. The wand lore could be enriched. An expansion in the understanding of wand mechanics could involve detailing more commonly used cores, elucidating how wands change allegiance, and providing a comprehensive explanation of the creation of significant wands like the Elder Wand. Incorporating a wider array of wand cores beyond those mentioned by Ollivander could add depth to the magical world. By introducing materials with distinct attributes and unique powers, such as the Wampus cat hair, collected exclusively by the descendants of the the Cherokee Nation, it enhances the richness of magical traditions. This infuses the narrative with fascinating backstories and connections to real-world mythology. Furthermore, attributing specific characteristics to cores like Veela hair, which could create a changeable core, provides an opportunity to explore themes of growth, adaptability, and the intimate bond between a wizard and their wand. An interesting addition could be the revelation that when wizards communicate with owls, they unintentionally use a form of Parseltongue exclusive to owls. Despite this, wizards remain oblivious to the fact because they inherently understand the language while speaking it. The twist is that they can't comprehend owl Parseltongue when it's spoken, adding an intriguing layer to their magical communication. Currently, the absence of schools in specific regions like the Nordic countries raises questions. Establishing a new school in one of these countries could provide better representation and accommodate cultural and linguistic differences. Additionally, the existing portrayal of schools like Durmstrang, encompassing vast European regions, or Ilvermorny being the sole school in North America, seems impractical and could benefit from expansion to reflect the diversity of magical education worldwide. However, the number of prestigious schools is limited for now, as only 11 are registered in the International Confederation of Wizards, suggesting that any additions should be carefully integrated into the existing magical community. This one is always heartbreaking to think about, but allowing Sirius to clear his name in Prisoner of Azkaban and spend more time bonding with Harry. This adjustment not only strengthens their relationship, but also adds depth to Sirius's character arc. Moreover, integrating the use of the mirror Sirius gave Harry could demonstrate Harry's resourcefulness and prevent him from appearing dumb. J.K. Rowling's admission of uncertainty regarding Sirius's fate could be addressed by having him play a more active role in offering assistance to the trio alongside Lupin, especially when they visit Grimmauld Place in Deathly Hallows. We already talked about the play on the channel, so there is the solution to incorporate the idea that Harry Potter and the Cursed Child was a non-canonical play within the HP universe, disliked by the Golden Trio and potentially created by Rita Skeeter. This could be an interesting and straightforward way to explain its existence in the lore. James and Rose engage in an ongoing war of mocking each other based on the play's portrayal of their families. Like the Ember Island play from Avatar: The Last Airbender, the play is well received as a spectacle despite its questionable plot. This idea aligns with the notion that the actual Cursed Child play is considered visually impressive, much like the Ember Island play. Again, there is a full video about that in the channel, so don't hesitate to look for it on the channel page, and it involves Dudley having a magical child. The absence of this detail from the epilogue has been frustrating, as it could have added depth to Dudley's character arc. Imagine if Vernon and Petunia's reaction pushed Dudley to distance himself from them, recognizing the toxicity of his upbringing alongside Harry. In this scenario, Dudley's love for his child transcends familial expectations, leading to a rift with his parents. Picture Harry explaining to Dudley's child how to run through platform 9 3/4, with Dudley bewildered by Harry's magical world, a moment ripe with both humor and reconciliation. A final, compelling adjustment could be having Merlin as the instructor of the 4 Hogwarts founders, which aligns better with the timeline. Hogwarts is believed to have been founded around 1,000 years ago, while the Arthurian legends date back to around the year 500. The notion of Merlin studying at Hogwarts in canon clashes with this timeline inconsistency. However, considering Merlin's mythical status and the concept of him living backward through centuries, it's conceivable that he could have been associated with Hogwarts in a different capacity. Additionally, the Merlin depicted in the Harry Potter books may differ from the legendary figure in Muggle lore, suggesting potential flexibility in the narrative interpretation. Another approach could involve positioning Merlin as a student at Hogwarts, thereby making the school approximately 1,500 years old, a timeline hinted at by Professor Binns. This adjustment allows for greater coherence within the Harry Potter universe, while maintaining the mystique surrounding Merlin's role in wizarding history. I hope you like these potential changes in the lore of Harry Potter. Some of them are light, but that would definitively enhance the wizardry world. Now I have 2 questions for you. What would you personally add? As you can see, there is room for another video. By the way, are you subscribed to the channel? If you make it this far into the video, chances are high that you like the content of the channel, so please consider subscribing as it's more important now than ever. Anyway, see you soon for another article. Oubliettes!